This is a pawpaw tree over here, which is a really delicious fruit. It's related to cherimoya and guanabana and soursop, all these tropical fruits. But it'll actually grow here in Massachusetts, so we're big fans of it. And a lot of my neighbors are from Puerto Rico, and they recognize it because it tastes like corazon or it tastes like these other fruits. So we're very happy with this one, and it's getting nice and tall for us. It'll actually fruit in the shade here on the kind of north side of the house. To me, a good small-scale backyard forest garden polyculture setup. The main tree right here is an American persimmon, which is a really delicious native fruit that the nice thing about it is you're still eating them this time of year. All of ours we've eaten already, but it's something that you can eat all the way up to Thanksgiving in this part of the country, which we really appreciate about it. And we've got a gumi back here, which fixes nitrogen and has a really nice fruit that comes in around the strawberry time. Here is a dwarf mulberry. Well, usual mulberries can be as big as these Norway maples up there, but this one stays pretty small, and it's got a nice fruit on it. Has a good long season of bearing. Got jostaberry in the back. And then the understory in this area is made up of useful perennial plants. So over here, this is the last little piece of skirt, which is a really nice perennial root crop. And it also has these flowers, it's in the Apiaceae or the umbel family. This kind of flowers attract beneficial insects, which control pests. So we have tomato hornworms in the greenhouse, and when they get big, little parasitoid insects land on them, lay their eggs. The larvae crawl through the caterpillar, chew their way out, and kill it. So they eat it out from the inside, all because we have these flowers all through the garden. This is our kiwi arbor with a hardy kiwi fruit. Eventually these will climb up and grow over the whole trellis, and we'll have a nice shady place to sit and hang out. And down in front is our edible water garden, where we grow a number of aquatic vegetables from around the world. Some are perennial here and some are only annual here, but we have water celery, which I love, watercress, water lotus, a lot of aquatic vegetables. The name starts with water, it gets kind of repetitive, but we've grown wild rice in the past. We have arrowhead, which is a real nice native tuber, and then we have water lotus, which is just a gorgeous, gorgeous plant and has a nice edible tuber as well underwater. We grow some goldfish in there to help keep the mosquitoes under control. It's amazing how much productivity you can get out of one of these water gardens. Of course, right now it's pretty beat up looking because it's the end of the season. This is water hyacinth, which is mostly grown here as an ornamental. It's real pretty. It's a great biomass plant, so it takes up all the fish waste and turns it into biomass, which we then compost and can put out onto the garden beds. This one over here with the big pod like this, and the large leaves is the water lotus, which is an extraordinary ornamental and also an important cultivated crop in a lot of parts of the world. This one right here, if you take a look, is covered with metamorphosizing ladybugs. We have a lot of aphids that were in here for a little while on the water hyacinth, and then we ended up with a lot of ladybugs in here. This tends to happen every year in late summer. The aphids go nuts in here. We get a lot of ladybugs. And then from that we get more pest control over the whole garden. These are cattails. You can eat the shoots on that, kind of like a leek. And there are various other edible products that I'm not in love with personally, so I don't eat them. But it's pretty as well. And it's a native. We've got watercress over here, which doesn't look like much this time of year, but is really, really delicious in the spring. I'd like to grow more of this next year and less water hyacinth, because this is really very, very tasty stuff. Very nutritious as well.